stopped in my tracks of heading in the door, and I heard a name, and I knew who the name was coming from the spirit realm. And I was like, okay, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Yes, yes, yes. So I walk in, and there's a guy there named Sam. And Sam, I have no idea about anything about Sam, but he's pumping some really hard iron, and he has a scowl on his face, and he looks scary. So then I'm telling the spirit world, hey, are you sure you wanted me to talk to him? They're like, yes. And anyways, so I walk up to him. I said, hey, Sam, did you know I'm a medium? And I'm just wondering if when you're done working out, if like I could just tell you a message that I have for you. And he says, well, what is it? Like, what's the message? And he put down the bar full of, like, I don't know, probably 150 pounds or something. And he put down the bar, and he looked at me, and I'm like, ah. And so, and I forget the name of the kid, but there was a little squeaky voice in my head that said, like, Julia. And so I said, Julia? And he goes, oh no, that's my ex-wife's name. And so I said, wait a minute, no, it's Julian. And so he's like, whoa, what about him? And I said, well, he tells me that he's really sorry, and he feels responsible that he passed, and he's really sorry. And then that's when Sam lifted up his shirt and showed me that he had a tattoo on his belly, which, hey, I had never seen that before. From the day I was born, 4 years later, that little boy died. And Sam said, hey, he was at Tuckahoe State Park, and his little boy was on a tree swing, and he told him not to go out there, but he went anyways. And then the little boy went out on that little tire swing on the tree, and the thing snapped his neck. He fell and snapped his neck and killed him. And that had devastated Sam for a long time. And you could see that in his face, like how much pain he'd been carrying around. And so then I hear from Sam, he says, hey, you tell him it's not his fault. And he's crying. This big old strong man was crying at the time. And he goes, it's not his fault. It is not his fault that he died. And I go, in my head, I'm like, hey, you know, it's okay. It was not your fault that you died. And so I'm talking to the little spirit. And then the little spirit says that he loved that his dad carried him on his shoulders, and he loved the toy store doll that his dad gave him. And his dad's saying, yes, yes, yes. And I said, and he wants you to stop drinking because you're killing yourself with all the drinking you're doing. And then Sam he like put away his stuff, and he didn't say anything. He just like ran out of the gym crying. So I was hoping that I didn't really like make him mad or something, or I don't know. But he came back 3 weeks later. I saw him, and he walked up to me, and Sam said, thank you very much. And he said, there's no words to express. And I haven't been drinking since. So it was weird because the little boy felt kind of healed, and so did Sam.
Man, that's way better than my best story.
No, it was totally a really good one, though. I mean, and it's true.
Wow,
that happened on Kent Island, Maryland. Yep.
Did it?